Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to Ghostbusters video game. So, something horrible happened. In fact, it's absolutely the worst thing that a video game can do. And I hate to have to say it for a game I really like. But the game crashed, which is about the second or third worst thing it can do. But it crashed in the middle of the process of writing the save file, and thus it corrupted the save file, thus all progress was lost, thus I would have had to play the entire game all over from the beginning. And I don't really feel like doing that. Fortunately, there are save files available, so we can I simply install the save file that had already unlocked everything, and my progress here is probably not accurate now. For instance, 5 out of 6 artifacts and 6 out of 6 ghost scans. Those are probably not accurate, but maybe they are. I doubt it, though. Either way, we're doing the final level, and then we're going to wrap up this game, so I'm going to just replay this mission, and we'll continue from this point. Wow. What a way to subdivide your levels. Look at that. Just one area with several other sections. So we'll just start at the beginning. And we will continue to play on casual. Current progress will be lost, that's fine.
Oh, thank God you're here.
What's going on, Janine? Where's Alyssa?
We'll just watch this cutscene again.
1 minute everything was fine, the next it was chaos. Ghosts flying everywhere.
Janine, slow down. Start from the beginning.
I did get some footage of this level before it crashed. Maybe one small section of it. But
Okay. Maybe not the beginning.
I don't see any reason to really put that on the channel.
Somebody jumped me from behind, and before I passed out, I heard Alyssa struggling and yelling, "No!" And the last thing I remember was the screams of the dead and damned echoing in my brain.
So either there was a mass escape from Rikers.
Or someone shut down our containment grid again.
Again? Just like Peck threatened to do.
It's funny. I always knew that Peck was a pencil-neck bureaucratic prick, but I never pegged him as an evil occultist.
But where did he take her? And where are all the ghosts? Cause, no offense, but if all the ghosts we've ever caught just escaped, I'm clocking out.
Yeah, they would be awfully mad at us.
Exactly. It's generally a bad idea for the guards to hang out in the cell blocks just after a prison break.
This just in. As authorities continue to supervise the Thanksgiving evacuation of Manhattan, increasingly powerful tremors are rocking Central Park. The question is, where are the Ghostbusters?
Tell you what, kind of a nice day. Why don't we go to Central Park? Could round up some ghosts, save the girl, get back in time for a nap.
Okay, the Ghostbusters ride again.
So we're going to Central Park. So I guess because this is a replay of it, you could actually see the items you collected in the firehouse from this last level, since that seems to be somewhat permanent if you have major desire to see where those things go. I don't, however, so let's just move forward.
Just once, I wouldn't mind running with these other fools away from the trouble.
Where's the fun in that?
Any guesses on where we'll find Peck and Alyssa?
Oops, I shot the tree. What's weird about that cutscene is while it's a funny joke, and it was at least one point going to block our way.
We're going to need the super slammer up there. No telling how powerful Peck has grown.
That means we gotta take the egg.
I don't think we have an opportunity to walk around.
Maybe the trainee should drive.
Let's watch.
Nah.
Thanks, Winston. Any ideas?
Yeah, so you don't ever get the opportunity to walk around that area, so you didn't really need the tree there to block you off anyways. It just goes from one cutscene to the next cutscene. Funny how the rookie just kind of points, doesn't say anything.
Ow! That was ow there.
Make your way around to the other side and open this gate for us.
So there's the gate control sign, which we have to get through to this point. So sadly, it turns out your PKE meter is right there on your hip. And as soon as you start walking in a certain direction, if the collectibles haven't already been collected, which they have in this replay thing, it'll turn blue and it'll turn red. So I could have played the whole game just like this, keeping an eye on my hip. There was like a collectible here. Well, I never promised I was going to show 100% of the collectibles. I'm sure I missed some. Ooh, skeletons. Instead of shooting like a normal person, I bring out my scanner. There's like a demon down there.
I don't get it. We shut down the Mandela. How can all this still be happening?
In the Gozerian Codex, it's written that a blood sacrifice and a tremendous amount of spiritual energy are needed to generate the supreme destructor form.
A destructive form again?
Tech probably couldn't draw sufficient energy from the mandala before we shut it down. He found an alternate source in our containment unit.
The energy of the escaped ghosts from our grid might be enough to produce a cross-dimensional event in itself.
Yes, and with Alyssa here, I'm sure her Shandor ancestors aren't far behind.
So we gotta just run around, trying to find our path. I actually got lost in this cemetery and ran back and forth in this section for probably about an extra 5 minutes or more, looking for something or other to figure out what I'm supposed to find. Is there anything back here? Nope. I would highly recommend, since you know now that you can replay and the game tells you where collectibles are, to not be obsessive about the collectibles. That being said, if you don't get enough money to upgrade all your items by finding the secrets, then you might have some difficulty, but I doubt it. I doubt you'd ever have any trouble playing on casual. Don't walk into the fire. Here. Just trying to find the exit. Here we can see secret symbols. Feels very Resident Evil 4 there, doesn't it? I think they were kind of influenced by that. This section looks like you might be able to cross over here. You can't. They just didn't put enough stuff there to make it feel like it. Here we are. We're getting to the red. Here's the collectible. They missed. So like that was $1,500 right there for that one collectible. I don't. It would be kind of iffy to decide whether or not it was fair to use this saved game and say I did 100% of the game and go back and get all the other collectibles. I guess I would be willing to do it, but it's kind of cheating. So this is where you go, and I did not see this for the longest time. I went back and forth from this spot like 4 times trying to find this doorway, just because I was always looking that direction. I would go around and I would come this way and I would just immediately run that way without turning and looking. Bad placement. Really? Of course I could always replay the games a second time and then look like I always know what I'm doing. Wouldn't be very fair. Or accurate, or true. I'd much rather people see me struggle on video games so that they can have a fair assessment of both my gameplay and the difficulty of the level.
Earthquakes. Great. Could plague, pestilence, and death be far behind? I'd bet on it.
So we're quickly approaching the point where it crashed again. If it crashes now, I think I might just rage quit. That would be really, really sad if there was just something wrong with the PC version. Which way do I go? We'll come out of PKE mode just in case that may have caused the crash. So, this is where it crashed before. I did not get through that doorway. So it's all back to regular gameplay. Of course I have played this game before. It was, however, many, many years ago and I don't remember any of it. Many, many years and many, many games since. I suppose this is a tether situation.
I'll go with the intern. Nobody should wander around alone in this place. We'll meet you guys a little further on.
Who wrote gate control here? Feel like they just had to do that so you made sure you saw it. Because if this is like, there's no cemetery in Central Park, and I don't think there ever was. Maybe an Indian cemetery from 200 plus years ago, possibly, but it wouldn't look like this then. So this is all the ghost world coming through.
They aren't very happy about us being here.
So why would the ghost world be helpful and say gate control? That's where the video game breaks the story. Let's see, do we go down this way? I guess we do. I can't even walk backwards. He's blocking the way. Even though I know you can play this way, I still want to play this with the scanning mode on. Even though I know you should play with the scan mode off, I want to play with it on.
Too, didn't you? They think they're sneaky. Let's spread out and flank them.
It's like, I just... sliming everybody.
How much ectoplasm can one ghost produce?
That's new.
Run for it! Okay, nice and easy now.
Flanking means I go this way and you go that way. I know you're new, but that's basic stuff.
Come on, get down in there. Let's actually capture a ghost for a while. It's been a while. Where are you, Ray?
Need some help here.
Where is he?
Man down, man down.
There he is. Revive him.
It's on your left. Just missed it. Turn around. Watch out, would you?
These ghosts move a little too fast. I don't know how you fix that. Other than slow them down.
All yours. Bam.
I want them to be like, to move crazily. But to actually make a video game out of that and make that play well, kinda needs them to slow down or be weaker and not require as much wrangling with the phasers. Photon, what are they called? I don't even know. They're not called phasers, they're photon emitters, I think is what they're called. I think we're back in the same place we were in before. And so this was where I went downward. Maybe this time I can either go inside the building or maybe go around here. No, that still doesn't feel right. This is all boarded up. It feels very much like that is where we would go. And he's just following me. Like I'm supposed to know the way. Maybe this is the way.
You should have run away.
Yeah, this is the way. Ooh, a collectible. Wailing statue head. Where are you, ghosts? I want to get you. I want to trap you. That was...
Scan it for the database.
Where is it?
Could be trouble. Great, we get to add another one to tokens. Yow!
Let's go ahead and...
You nailed it. It's on your left.
scan those things in the database. I think I scanned those. Should I be using something different? Should I be using the slime?
On the right. This is among my least favorite sensations. Oh, ah!
Come on, get him. How about this? Interesting. He couldn't capture him by himself. Throw that trap down. Slam it. Come on, ghost. There you go.
Could be trouble.
It's another one. Come on, health, regenerate. You have to stand perfectly still, I guess, to regenerate health. That's asking a little too much for casual mode, I think. It should just automatically regenerate.
You don't want to do that now. Fireable offense, Junior.
There we go. Knocks me down, but as soon as I was knocked down, I come back with full health.
Ow! Lay it out. That's not friendly.
Throw the trap.
I've got a hold on that.
Have to kind of swing him upward to trap him.
Spectacular.
Great. Nothing really wrong with that fight. A decent amount of fighting, a decent amount of ghosts. Not too much, not too little. But I really don't see how you can make a 20-hour game out of this. Not with it not being repetitive. So finally this thing goes down. I think they chose the right length. I wish there was more video game in it, just a little bit, compared to all the cutscenes and dialogue. It's so cinematic, this is. This is truly the third Ghostbusters movie, in my opinion, and probably most people's. I've said this before, but
It's all you.
I really do believe it. Interesting. Can't walk up that. Did I just find the way out? Oh wow, that was too easy. It's a keyhole.
Look behind you.
Had no intention of actually finding
You're all right. Watch out, would you?
the solution on the first try. I was trying to go the wrong way. Typically if you go right on a path, that'll take you to a side quest, not the solution. That's basic video games.
Solid, kid. Not me, them. On the right.
So this is the way we didn't go before.
Back to the other side. There's the key. It's too heavy to carry ourselves. Get it back to the gate so we can keep going.
Alright. So now I'm gonna do this and just kind of lift it up in the air like I don't care. Let's see. But I do care. So fortunately it didn't allow me to get it stuck at a higher area.
Same team.
I'm supposed to lift it like this and drag it this way, I think. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. Seem to activate a fight.
There's one for the books.
Shoot it with all I can shoot it with. Got it. Where'd the key go? I did scan the key, right? There's too many buttons going on here. Just like up, in the air. It has a tendency to fall back down in the right place. I could just nudge it.
Check your aim.
I can fully say this is not well thought out as far as a mechanic. If you were going to have us drag something as a puzzle, you shouldn't have put all these sharp edges I could have gotten stuck on. It should have been a little bit easier to carry it. It shouldn't have to do ridiculous things like this. Here we are. So now I have to just select this and get it close. And then the game took over. Not a well thought out concept. It should have just flown back and unlocked the thing after we defeated it. After a fight. Been the head of a monster.
I get it now. This has been bugging me. When the necromantic shockwave summoned Gozer back to our plane, why didn't he assume a more effective destructor form immediately? I mean, the Marshmallow Man is scary, sure, but there has to be a better way to destroy the world. It's simple. When he enters our plane of existence, he must be locked into that form from our first encounter. One destructor form per god per dimension. I like it. Sounds like the kind of symmetry these things tend to operate on. Hey, so maybe I didn't choose such a bad destructor after all, huh?
So we were here. What was that conversation really about? Is it promising that we'll see the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man again?
Look, up there.
Or was it just another line of dialogue?
This isn't the Central Park I'm used to. You still have your wallet?
Do you still have your wallet? Because people will lift your wallet in Central Park, apparently. Interesting plant. We're left with kind of this, I guess this is a PKE moment where we just wander around. What was that? Another collectible. Back this way. I love finding collectibles. It's a little surprising that there's only like 6 in the entire level. But they're placed well enough that they're well...
One of two things. Either we're in trouble or we're dinner.
Is there a difference?
Hey, we haven't tested proton packs in the ring?
That's what the recruit is doing right now.
Great! Wait a minute. I'm wearing one too.
That's true, Ray. How's it going so far? Do you smell any burning or experience any painful tingling?
You'll be the first one to know. Or the second.
So there's a whole gate here. That's a wide enough gate that you would assume that the car is going to come through it.
Airstrike! Take those flyers out! They're coming out of the ground! We've got to smash the coffins while they're airborne! Otherwise we have to deal with these!
So we gotta shoot coffins as they're coming out of the air. And this guy. Feels like we're gonna take this guy out pretty easily.
Hold on! It's on your left.
Really? Somebody's on my left?
Solid vaporization.
450 for that. Wow. So which way do we go now? It feels like there's nothing this way. Are we on the lake of the Central Park?
Look behind you.
I think we might be.
You got it! The kid has some game!
I don't know what I did to cause that one to spawn. Here we go.
Keep it going!
Almost got him.
Stuck one past me!
$800 for that one. Geez, I wonder if I'll end up in the black as far as making a profit. There was a clear, like, red ghost, it felt like, right in front of me. And now it's not there. Maybe it flew right in front of me. There's one.
Whites in their eyes, kid. You got him on the ropes!
So these are the same as the book monsters that we fought at the very beginning, just made out of different items.
I think you're gonna be alright.
More monsters. Technically they're all ghosts. Or psychic phenomena. I believe Dan Aykroyd, who co-wrote at least one of the Ghostbusters stories, if not all of them, believes in some of this stuff. Which, okay, if you're gonna make a good story, get a true believer to write it. He definitely did a better job than I would have, as a person who doesn't believe in ghosts.
You got it! Come on, let's go!
So I think he cleared the gate here, so now that's the way to go. And this is pointing us towards something, but I don't know what. Ah,
Come down here and say,
getting knocked down.
oh!
No fun. Man, hitting him with the blast once.
Find some cover. Back to where they were born.
Where are you? Where are you? Revive.
Not much longer, cadet. Oh, man.
I just barely revived him fast enough to...
Solid vaporization. Ow! On the right!
Go and throw a trap out there. Slam. Come on, down. Throw out another trap, we won't even bother to recover the other one. Got him again. Let's go ahead and recover this guy again, because we may need him. Time to reload. I think the cooling, compression, overheating stuff on casual mode in particular shouldn't exist. I think you should just be allowed to shoot non-stop.
We're close.
Am I gonna find any more collectibles? I don't know.
That's the stuff.
Oh no, I gotta shoot this.
Make a hole. Ow. Find some cover.
Like, the gate's right there. We can see some ghosts over there. Is there somebody he's shooting at?
Eyes high.
Yeah, there's still somebody to capture, sorry. Sorry, Ghostbuster.
Painful. Now that hurt. Come on, let's go.
Now we can go forward, I think.
Well, hello there. Ray, you guys all right? Man, there ain't nothing dead in this room.
Thanks for joining the party.
They're throwing everything they have at us to stop us from getting to that mausoleum.
That's as far as I can go. You guys got a clear path.
Ray, readings here are extremely unstable. Energy from the mandala and the escaped ghost is building up to a flashpoint. We don't have much time.
Why does this thing not work? There it goes,
Yeah,
finally.
that's good. Thanks. Rolling on.
Multiple attempts had to be tried to figure out what they really wanted me to do.
Well, I guess we're going in there. We don't have a lot of choice.
Suppose it's worth it to shoot these?
The graves pushing up through here really did a number on this place. Walter Peck is going to have a lot to answer to from the city parks department. If we can prevent the apocalypse, that is.
Ooh, a collectible. Where are you, collectible?
See what's here. Running in a pack. You got it! Jump out of the way!
It's there.
Run!
I see it, but I can't reach it.
Run! Oh. Watch it!
So I'm both trying to fight these guys and make a path at the same time.
I think you're gonna be all right. Turn around.
Come on, get out of the way.
Run.
There we go, got it. That was a lot of pointless work to do right in the middle of a fight.
It's not alone. Find some cover. It's on your right.
There's no good connection between those two modes. There's no downtime scan on top of fight.
That's not friendly.
And I just don't know how you could really change that, except for maybe having the player walk through an entire level once and then turning around and getting attacked when you were at the end of the level and then fighting your way out of the level every time, which would be rather an annoying way to play the game. So you'd have like an investigate mode where you walk through a level, and then you'd have a fight mode, and well, what you could do is you could turn it around. You could have a fight mode to get to the end of the level, and then the game could simply ask you if you want to investigate and look for more artifacts, or if you just want to go home, and it would be up to the player whether they wanted to or not. That would work pretty well.
Jeez! Ah! Slime!
He's just getting hit by the stuff here.
Yow! Slime! Ow!
And despite my best efforts, I can't get rid of that slime, so I have to just wait till he moves away from it, and then he'll be quiet.
Watch out for those coffins. They're not all empty. Put the hose on them, Rook.
Get all these guys slimed.
Get it good and slimy, Chief. There.
They talk too much,
What it's worth. Let's head back to the surface.
though. Too much repetitive dialogue on top of the scripted
Hey, over
dialogue.
here, little help? Yo, little help?
For instance, yo, little help.
We've tried everything. This
They'll
metal
just
is
immediately
psychonically
say-
charged, rendering it effectively indestructible. Well, in such an extreme situation, I suppose it's possible to cause it harm, but I don't think anything we have is going to make a dent in it.
Then what's our plan?
Ray, you two check out that side.
I think I'm picking up something odd here. What's your take on this? An indestructible
Cherubs.
gate attached to a damaged frame. A few concussive hits and the hinges might just break loose.
Uh, 12 o'clock high.
Immediately start firing.
Protected. Our energy streams aren't going to hurt them.
Peter, go kick them. The only hope we have is to stay alive and keep them away from the Echo.
I wholeheartedly agree with Rick.
More precisely, they're little stone engines capable of attaining speeds of 198 feet per second before they hit their targets, which is us.
Hey, man, I'm dead back to something. Particle throwers aren't doing anything to them. Tether them and smash them into something.
Ah, I gotta tether him. Okay, that... Help me up. That's a new... challenge.
To the right.
Where are these guys?
Looks like a good place for slime tethering.
There we go. Find these guys, tether them
Follow my lead.
down.
Hook them together.
Smash these guys. I'm sitting here trying not to take any damage, trying to recover and stand still, and it's not working.
Aim high. His strength is failing.
We can definitely see how this game needs more polish on its difficulty level. I'm getting knocked down on casual mode way too easily. It looks and feels like I could still lose. I've yet to see a game over, but it definitely feels like I could.
Behind you.
I really wish all games had a... Yep, we saw a game over. I really wish all games had just a full-on story mode. Like, just don't even bother making me pick up a controller
Hey, over here, little help? Yo,
type
little help?
thing.
We've tried everything. This metal is psychonically charged, rendering it effectively indestructible. Well, it's
if
an
that
extreme situation, I suppose it's
was the case. The
possible
closest
to
thing we
cause it, but I
have
don't think anything we have
to
is going to make a dent in
a
it.
full-on story mode is when you watch other people play the games on YouTube or some other streaming site.
An indestructible
And
gate attached
I
to a damaged
wish that
frame.
they would just hire
Gets and the hinges
a
might
good
just break
player to save one good playthrough, and inside the game you could just watch him
12 o'clock high.
and not even have to touch the controller.
They're too well protected. Our energy
That's
streams
what
keep
story
going
mode should be. It should be don't even
The only hope we
have to touch the controller, no quick time events,
I
nothing like that.
agree with Rick.
More precisely, they're little stone angels capable of attaining speeds of 198 feet per second before they hit their targets.
Let's see if I have anything that I haven't upgraded on this save file quickly. No, I have everything, so
Kamikaze angel. Man, I'm going back to Sunday school.
Particle throwers aren't doing anything to them. Tether them and smash them into something.
I need something desperately where I can
Looks like a good place for slime tethering.
just like come down here and hide and stand still and recover my life. Is that all my life? Just stand still.
Aim high.
Hook them together.
No, see, it doesn't even work. I'm standing still, and in this fight it's not helping.
How about some slime tethering?
Where is he? Where is he? You need to revive him.
Follow my lead.
If I don't revive him, he can't revive me. But see, we're both just getting blasted.
Aim high.
Help is on the way.
Hook them together.
Can he beat the whole fight without
Follow
me?
my lead.
Is this how I'm gonna beat this section? Am I gonna beat this section? Or am I gonna just go exit out to the menu and like skip it? Obviously he can't help me,
Together.
but we're getting money somehow. Finally.
Tether them and smash them into something. Follow my lead. Hook them together.
The kid's on to something.
Keep him up. Keep it up.
Aim high.
Ah, he got me.
Where is he?
Looks like a good place for slime tethering.
Where is he? Where is he? Ah. One more time. Wow. This is no fun. We've entered
Yo, new guy.
a weird section. Let's see.
We've tried everything. This metal is psychonically charged, rendering it effectively indestructible. Well, in such an extreme situation, I suppose it's possible to cause it harm, but I don't think anything we have is going to make a dent in it.
So what's our plan?
Ray, you two check out that side.
I think I'm picking up something odd here. What's your take on this? An indestructible gate attached to a damaged frame. A few concussive hits and the hinges might just break loose.
12 o'clock high.
So
They're
like,
too well protected. Our energy streams aren't going to hurt them.
Peter, go kick them.
The only hope we have is to stay alive and keep them away from the Ecto.
I wholeheartedly agree with Rick.
More precisely, they're little stone universe capable of attaining speeds of 198 feet per second before they hit their targets, which is us.
Kamikaze Angel. Man, I'm going back to Sunday school.
The particle throwers aren't doing anything to them. Tether them and smash them into something.
where are they?
The kid's on to something.
Looks like we've been placed for slime tethering.
So we've got to revive Ray here.
Almost took my head off.
He's hurting.
On the right.
Slam these down. Is like, we got one of the things down.
How about some slime tethering?
Yeah, I know I'm supposed to be slime tethering. I'm trying my very best not to die here. And not having a great amount of a success with it.
Not much longer.
It's on your left. This is among my least
Just
favorite.
trying really desperately here.
Behind. Put them together. How much ectoplasm can one ghost produce? Ectoplasmic residue is by far the least pleasant aspect connected to this building.
We're getting a lot of chatter here. And like no help from the other two. The other three Ghostbusters.
Tether them and smash them into something.
Quick, quick, quick. Revive him. Let's see. Shoot this. Help is on the way. Good thing I revived him.
Up high.
That's good. Keep working.
Yow!
Their fighting pattern is not very helpful for this style of this requirement. It's like, it doesn't make a lot of sense that this is what I have to do when they're kamikazing me.
Aim high.
It would make more sense if they just flew around and didn't hurt me any. We're still at this point with just...
How about some slime tethering?
Yeah, what do you think I'm trying to do? Where are you? Revive. What do you think I've been working on? It's just constant revive and revive. If the whole game was this, it would be a bad game. I really have to just kind of turn a blind eye to this section and say they dropped the ball here.
Don't stop. Hook them together.
Reminder, I am playing on casual. And I think this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Great. Line.
I don't think that I'm supposed to do anything else. Am I supposed to, like... Oh, I see what I'm supposed to be doing. This makes so much more sense now. I was supposed to be crashing him into the gate to open the gate. Oh, wow, they
Thanks
didn't
for
really
joining the
explain
party.
that at all.
I think we're getting close.
I feel dumb, but not
Hey,
that
guys,
dumb.
a little help? I bet we could pull these gates down. Hey, Rick, we got a chain or a winch for this thing?
I didn't plan for a fun-filled day of off-roading with Ecto 1, so no.
The tether might prove useful here.
Okay, kid. Tether the gate to my bumper, and I'll pull it down.
Alright. So, that was mostly my fault, but the game did not make that clear.
Okay, good. Give me a few more, just to be sure. Not bad.
This way, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Nicely done.
So there was a whole trick there with the tabs. Didn't figure it out at all.
Come on, Spangs.
Look
Getting
how
there is
dark
the
that
fun
is.
part.
Careful, this matrix is becoming increasingly unstable.
Uh-oh. Look how much the PKE meter was shaking with the earthquakes. Look at this guy. And this guy.
Use your PKE.
I'm trying to.
Check that out.
Get ready. Same drill as before.
Hook me up again. I'll take care of it.
Right, the tethers.
Boom!
And
Ah!
At least the tether's held. My fault. Miscalculated.
Winston!
It stopped for real.
Ecto 1.
She's tough, but she took that pretty hard.
Can you get her rolling again?
Nah, crickets. She's down for the count, guys.
I hate leaving her here like this.
I know it, Ray. This is definitely turning into a bad neighborhood. But we've got to keep moving. Guess we're walking from here.
Some of us have been walking.
Keep your eyes peeled.
I think we've got guests.
So, I don't know if they ever actually had phone numbers like this or they just did this on TV where they said JL instead of the numbers. It's certainly not something we do these days with our phone numbers.
Aim high.
Okay, here they come.
Get out of here.
Trying to get these guys and not succeeding well at all. These dark cultists.
Incoming! Ow!
Slam.
Run! On the right!
There we go, that's one.
That's it!
Whites in her eyes, kid.
Egon.
Focus on the cultists.
Where's Egon?
This is fantastic.
Here he is.
It's like a monster match.
Throw out our trap. Seems like the cultists have gotten stuck a little bit over here. There we go.
Make a hole.
Pull them in.
Oh yeah?
Where are they?
To the right.
Where's the cultist? Get behind them, stab them in the back a little bit.
His strength is failing.
Look out! Above you!
Here we go.
Thing of beauty, kid! Booyah!
cultists and focus on them. It's their combined willpower that's
See if we
protecting
can
the
break
mausoleum.
some things up. Open that way. Nope, can't, so we'll take out some cultists.
That's good. Keep working.
Come on, down! Pick one and send it there. We're fighting between two different traps. There we go.
Could be trouble. What can unlock the gates?
The glowing indentations are obviously keyholes.
They are? Oh, sure, I see it now.
Where are the keys then?
Put some real power into this with our fast attack. Here we go. That's a key, I think.
Get out of here!
There's just non-stop monsters here. Come on. Take him out.
Could be trouble.
So now we need
Got him on the ropes.
this in here. Come on. Squeeze that in there.
The kid's on to something.
And next one goes over here. And it's really sucky they give us this puzzle again.
It may be possible to harness their interdimensional
It's just
cranial
not
energy
good.
source. Spectacular.
Open the gate. Let's take on the big bad. Be done with it. This level's taking a little longer than it should.
Hey to go.
Great. Those fellas turned out to be pretty helpful.
This team can play, no doubt about it.
Exciting and somehow risky. Wait, it's Ilsa.
It's Peck.
Can we blast them? Just one's really hard. Nobody's gonna know.
Easy, Venkman. Everything points to Peck being a pawn.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
It's the mayor.
No, Ray, it's not. It's Evo Shandor.
Shandor possessed the mayor, turned Peck on us to slow us down, and when we shut down his Mandela before he could get fully juiced, he hijacked our ghost out of the containment unit as an alternate energy source.
Very good. And they say you're the slow one.
Wait, what? Who says that?
Everybody. What's the girl have to do with it?
Taking her was necessary. To assume my own destructor form, I require blood. My blood.
What about Gozer? I thought you built this all for him.
I did, but he failed me. Twice. How he earned the title the Destroyer is beyond me. Anyway, I thought to myself, why worship a god when you can actually become one?
Slime him.
Shandor. We need to eliminate his protective shield. Let's try.
Above you! He's too powerful. It'll take all of our strength.
Okay, I think I know what to do here. Let's see. Maybe we do something closer to this. Winston needs some medic. Let's go run to Winston.
Hang tight. Up there.
through this shielding.
Is this how we're supposed to? How are we supposed to tether this?
That's trouble.
That doesn't work.
Aim high. His strength is failing.
Have to aim higher.
Ow! That's not affecting it.
Hit that when it's exposed.
Let's see.
Do that again.
There we go.
Okay, step one.
Ah, I see what we're supposed to do now. We've got to... Let's go ahead and run back and save 2 of the guys. Last thing I need is 2 Ghostbusters
Need some help here.
get knocked down.
On your left.
So I gotta slime this
That's
way.
using your head, Junior.
And then...
Job well done.
that works.
Almost there.
Yeah, the game could have had more puzzles like this, but I probably would have gotten confused by them. With all the dialogue and talking that goes on here, there's really not a lot of teaching.
Beat him down. Let's get a capture stream on him. He's through. Now deactivate your pulse, and we'll cross the streams with the blast function.
I can't shut mine down, Ray.
Me too. Me neither. I mean, who decided to reinforce these shoulder straps?
Hey, Shandor, where's your destructor form now? Leave it in your other suit.
This is no good. We're in the ghost world. They're kind of counterintuitive.
Was someone waking out of their nap?
Oh no.
That's very bad.
The architect? That's not so scary. The contractor, that's who kills you.
Peter, you don't understand. He's the architect, and he controls Ghost World.
And he can come into our world. And what do architects do?
They have automatic pencils. I don't know.
I will pay all your bills to start anew. I will fill your seas with concrete and stone.
Whoa, take a break. Do you ever shut up?
Yeah. No! Listen!
I will pierce your world with girders of steel and panes of glass.
That's just mean supervillain threats, Ray. All those guys talk like that.
I will crush your world under the weight of my cities. I will smother your creation under my own.
Winston needs help again. Let's help him.
It's protecting itself.
Don't let it recharge.
How do I stop it from recharging? This way?
Keep it coming.
That's how I stop it. Okay. So I need the capture. Would the traps even work in this universe? I would kind of feel like they shouldn't. Or if anything, humans get trapped in them.
It's growing stronger.
Destroy that.
Not so fast.
He's moving around a lot.
Coming. Almost there.
4 guys coming to help me. Gotta love the teamwork.
Hey, more trouble!
Not a super long boss fight, it feels like.
It's protecting itself.
Don't let it recharge.
Let's see. That doesn't seem like that does anything. But he does shoot it with the blue thing. We got some slow down going on now. Stop right now and not move for a second. That should not have happened.
Multiple contact. Aim high.
There's nothing about my computer that should have happened at all. Too many particles on screen, perhaps. But even that doesn't make a lot of sense. He's got that right over where he's gonna pop up in a second.
Don't let it power up.
Don't let it recharge.
Oh, there's too much things on screen to do a solid 60 frames per second. You might want to leave this at 30 hertz. Or you might turn off persistent particles, which by default was turned off. It's a shame when you can't play a game that's like 4 or 5 years old and at the highest settings and it just works because you've so overpowered it with a newer computer equipment. But sadly, it just doesn't work that way. It feels like it should, but it doesn't. It's a lot about programming and what engine you used. And even if you have a actual supercomputer, if the engine's not capable of doing 60 frames per second, like now, nothing's gonna fix it. I'm just gonna stop.
They're bringing some thunder. Oh, ow!
This is a real bad experience to have in the final boss battle. Almost beaten him. Winston needs a medic, but I'm not gonna bother. Somebody else can help Winston.
It's time. Cross the streams.
Cross the streams. They keep telling me not to cross the streams.
We eat gods for breakfast. I'm deactivating the cross-stream governor. I never thought I'd say this again. Cross the streams.
Said it twice.
We eat gods for breakfast?
Too much, you think?
No, I liked it.
I've got you.
Get me down from here.
Please, I'm
begging you, let me down. This is not the last you will see of me. The Ghostbusters. Hey, fellas. What are you doing here? What am I doing here? Where is here?
You were the victim of a trans-dimensional possession, Your Honor.
What's that mean?
An evil ghost was walking around in your body for a few months.
Whoa. Did anyone notice? Well, how's my approval rating?
Well, you got reelected.
By the way, you're a descendant of Shandor.
Yeah, I kinda got that. What?
So, that was Ghostbusters the video game. Despite having a couple of problems at the last second, it is definitely something I think everybody should play and go through. At least somebody should watch. You could probably take out a good majority of the gameplay and make a animated short of it and put it on Netflix, get more viewership that way too. It's a bit of speculation, but not really that much, that it is this game that reintroduced the concept of Ghostbusters making a third movie. Now, what that third movie is, I'm not going to really put at the feet of this game.
Which means we might be headed by one too many Ghostbusters in here.
But
Hey, you're not gonna fire him after everything he's
again,
done.
I'll say, let me know how you feel about this game. Let me know how you feel about the new movie in the first episode of this series. Let's try to keep all comments that are going to be about the whole game out on the first one. That
Are you ready to
helps
expand
keep
the
everything
Ghostbusters
nice and
family on a
orderly.
semi-equitable basis and be your own boss?
I really wouldn't have wanted this game to be much longer, particularly with the frustrations of the last section.
What do you say?
But a sequel a couple years later would be great. If I could turn around and in 6 months play Ghostbusters 2, the video game, I'd be really, really happy about that. Unfortunately, it's probably never going to happen. It's not going to happen from the creators of this game, at least, unless that studio that has gone out of business gets put back together and all these programmers we see come back. There's not a lot of programmers here that you can kind of see why it was a smaller project than it should have been. By all rights, this game should have been a 20-hour game with twice as many programmers, twice as good graphics, although the graphics are fine. They're stylistic, whereas by today's standards they would be photorealistic graphics that you would look very realistic, using that word too often. A lot of fun. No real reason on Steam to go back and get all the collectibles. No achievements on Steam, so just have fun with it. Go through it. Hurry up, credits. Finish this. For Ghostbusters, this is almost the perfect game, I would say, ignoring the few problems. But for other video games, it's not really the perfect game. And in fact, it's not really even that in depth of a game. The only other way I could see you could do a Ghostbusters property, and in some ways a Scooby-Doo property too, because they're almost the same thing, would be to do something like a Telltale game where it was all conversation and investigation. You might be able to do something that was more investigatory, like a Sherlock Holmes style game, or I forgot the name of this. There's another one where you interview people, and you might get away with that and have no action at all, or very little action. The action part of this game is fine, but I don't think you can expand on it much. I don't think you can go crazy with the Ghostbusters property. I don't think you can have ghost-busting grenades, and I don't think you can have automatic rifle-style weapons that fire faster. I think they pushed it a lot just to have 4 different styles of proton cannons, or photon cannons. Yeah, I don't even know what they're called. It's been too long. I need to go watch the movies. Definitely. the occult does exist in the Ghostbusters universe, so you could theoretically have a character that was a wizard or witch that did magic spells in the Ghostbusters universe, but I seriously don't think that would be good for it. I think that gets too crazy. I think they should see what they did and what people liked in the cartoon series. I didn't even watch the cartoon series, but from that series, they could probably get some decent stories and make more of a game here. There's definitely sections of this game that could have been their own standalone side quests, where you were just trying to get money to capture some of these people. So I've gotten all of the custom art here. It's pretty good. I really wish all extras like this though were unlocked by default. Just put up a spoiler warning and let people look at it. It's kind of stinky to have to play a game to see the extra art, because there might be a very small percentage of players that don't want to actually play the game, just want to see the concept art. And for them to take that away from them or make it difficult for them is kind of ridiculous. And it's not like this is a real reward. Beating the game is the only real reward that matters to people. Interesting, if we zoom in here, look how they are showing how they animated and 3D modeled the areas. We went to the Hotel Sedgwick twice, and that was probably twice too often. I could totally see like Telltale doing this in similar to the Walking Dead video game. But I don't know if you're gonna have a lot of deep moral quandaries in a Ghostbuster game, because the comedy is what you're shooting for in Ghostbusters. So maybe you would end up just picking between 4 funny responses and the story wouldn't change that much. I like the rookie aspect to it, but it kind of played out at the end where you still hadn't said anything in the entire game, and there was a couple points where you really needed to. I'd like to see the rookie come back. So I had said before, it kind of sucks that you couldn't have customized the way the rookie looked, considering he never spoke. That is true, but then also the pre-rendered cutscenes that showed him would have to be in the engine, but I think all cutscenes should be in the engine, if at all possible, for more flexibility. Although I think I may have argued the exact opposite, that a lot of cutscenes probably should be pre-rendered. There's problems with both. What are these pinup models? All of a sudden I went from looking at ghosts to pinup models. Like, it's like a corn lady? Strawberries? Why would somebody draw these? Just for the pinup calendar of the doomed? Was there a way to see all of these? Yeah, that makes no sense why somebody drew those and they got added. Look how the things are just loading in as squares. That's either a really weird animation or it is a really weak engine trying to depict images. And then there's a ton of these things, and then they start getting into just pencil sketches. I guess it's only fair to say I hope the new Ghostbuster movie, which isn't out as of recording but should be out soon or already be out, I hope it succeeds, despite a lot of people, including me, fearing that it won't. Ooh, look at these creatures that never showed up. I really do. I really want to see more Ghostbuster movies, as best as we can get them. Wow, this is a whole different thought of half human, half animal monsters, and some really scary looking stuff that don't show up. There is a Ghostbusters comic book series, I think, that went on for a long time. And so you could, once you play the game, you could watch all these cutscenes in a row. I don't think that gives you enough story, though. I don't think these 11 cutscenes that are probably less than 3 minutes each would give you enough story to make a full movie. And let's just quickly look at how much we collected in this level. 6 out of 6 artifacts, 10 out of 10 ghost scans. So if I was going to try to get everything, I would go back and find the 1 artifact here, and the 2 ghost scans there, and the 1 artifact there. But no real reason to do that. So that's it for Ghostbusters. It's been a short series. It's been a little weird. Again, I should point out this game crashed and deleted my save file, which is completely unexcusable. But I would say it's probably not something that's going to happen to most people. I was leaving the game running for at least 48 hours straight, and that probably contributed to it. So take that as it is. You can of course easily go online and figure out how to put on a different save file and download the save file like I did. Completely unacceptable and so easy to fix though, because all they had to do is save a backup copy of every save file before they write over the original. And it just doesn't do that. That's just bad programming. It was bad programming when this game came out and bad programming today. Anywho, that's it for Ghostbusters. I wish there was more. There is one other game, Ghostbusters Sanctuary of Slime. I think it's on Steam, so I may at some distant point play that game. But that's kind of it for the Ghostbusters things. Go watch the movies. As always, I ask you to like this video, share it with your friends, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos, because all of that helps me out. It tells YouTube that my videos are good and worth watching. If you want to support me even further, you can click on my name, Rydo. That'll take you to my main YouTube page. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. You can click that, make a donation. Also on my main YouTube page is a playlist tab. You can click that and see a playlist for every game I've ever covered. And then finally, down into the description box, I have social media links to Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Google+. Friend and follow me on all of those. You can also friend me on Steam. You can also friend me on battle.net. Thank you for watching this series. Thank you for going through this series. Let me know what you thought, and have a good evening. Bye.